Assalamu alaikum everyone, I hope you're enjoying good health. Respected listeners, we are back in another session, and in this session we have arranged a special examiner. If you could show the examiner, that is Mr. Wadeeb. And one of my students, his name is Hasham, who's appearing into the real test on 31st of March. It's going to be a mock session between them and we others, Amir, Sufyan, me, Noman, and Hamid, Hussain, and Karamat. We will be in the panel, the panelists, and we'll try to, give him some tough time in front of Cam too. Let's see how does he perform it and how does he behave in the questions, basically. Okay. So let's get started. Over to you, Munib and Hasham.
Okay, I'm the examiner of your speaking mock, and please introduce yourself.
My name is Shamzul. I am from Rawalakot, Azad Kashmir. Currently, I am living in I8 Markaz. I complete my FSC from Rawalakot, Azad Kashmir. Then I am doing IELTS because it's a basic steps to study abroad.
Okay, fine. Moving on to the part one, and my first question is, how do you usually contact your friends?
Basically, when I contact with my friends from the WhatsApp or the SMS, because it is the cheapest way to make to contact with my friend than the colleague.
Okay. Do you often make phone calls?
Yeah, on the day of 3 or 2 times I often making phone.
Okay. In what ways do you use social media to communicate?
Sorry, please.
Okay. And what ways do you use social media to communicate?
I use many social media websites like Facebook, Instagram to communicate with the people around me.
Okay. And do you ever write letters?
No, I am not writing a letter.
Do you ever write letters?
No, I couldn't write a letter because on my time mobile phone are presented here, and I have my mobile phone. That's why I couldn't write.
Okay, here is a cue card, and you have 1 minute to think about this topic, and you have 2 minutes to think about this.
Yes. All right. Now you have 2 minutes to talk on it. Your timer has just been started.
My topic to describe my topic of conversation is interesting conversation with my stranger. Okay, I am making a conversation with my friend on the I8 when I am in hostel. He's a honest kind of person and a noble person, but our topic of conversation is internet, good and bad effect of internet. Then we are searching some bad effects and good effects of internet. Then the conversation will start with the topic of internet.
Keep speaking, please.
Keep speaking, please. Okay, fine. Moving on to the part 3. My question is, what age group do you think has the best communication skills?
The middle age has the age of middle has the best communication skills that the friends and almost all the people using to contact with each another.
Okay. In your opinion, has technology improved the way we communicate with each other?
Yeah, in my opinion, please repeat the question, sir.
Okay. In your opinion, has technology improved the way we communicate with each other?
Yes, technology improved the communication, which all of them contact with each other. Technology made many more softwares and many more kind of applications which is easier to contact with each other.
Okay. How popular is letter writing in your culture today?
In my culture, letter writing is very important because I belong to Azad Kashmir. That's why mostly people can write a letter to contact with each other.
Do you think it is still important for children to learn handwriting? Why? Why not?
Repeat the question.
Do you think it is still important for children to learn handwriting? Why? Why not?
Because it is an interesting question. Because children can in this generation, children can be.
It's okay, I guess. You are trying your best. Do not throw the things away right now. It happens sometimes, you know. Sometimes we are not into that mood of speaking, so it happens, it's okay. Before giving the feedback, I would like to give a demonstration to you. I would request the examiner to take my speaking test, and I will tell the people who have the test that how you are supposed to speak in that and how you are supposed to tell it, okay? There can be two possible ways. Either you take my speaking on the same card and you understand that what you were supposed to do and how you did it, or someone else do that. Would you like to do it? No? Okay. So over to you, Maneet. Again, I would like you to take my speaking part. And for that matter, I would request you to sit somewhere where we are in one camera, I guess. I guess Amir? Over here? All right. Yeah, you please. And rest of you who are sitting, you are requested to give your feedback, and you have to make sure that I will be committing 3 mistakes intentionally, and you just highlight those 3 mistakes. The one who will be able to highlight the mistakes would be the champion today. Okay? And if you cannot do that, I'll be super fluent inshallah, so I'll try to make it sure that you don't find them. But if you find them out,
You're right.
why are you laughing like this?
Give us a small treat that she's done.
Okay, well that's hard.
Yes.
All right then. Yes. Over to you, sir.
Okay. I'm the examiner of your speaking
Sir.
test, and first of all, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Mubarak Ali Khan and I'm on Linguistics. Basically, I'm serving as a lecturer here in a local university, and I aim to go for IELTS for partial fulfillment of my visa requirements. Basically, I aim to go to Canada for my PhD program.
Okay, good. Moving to the part one, my question is, how do you usually contact your friends?
Well, as far as my friends are concerned, I am a super old school person. Sometimes a stone throwing on a window can help. Sometimes using social media can also help. For example, through WhatsApp, through Messenger, through Totocom. There are many apps I'm using. And most importantly, sometimes I send a small child if it's a secret, so I can ask a small child to go to the home and help me. And they do it in that way.
Okay. Do you often make phone calls?
Negative to this question, sir. Actually, I'm not the person who likes to talk on the phone a lot. I'm the one who likes to meet the person in person, as well as writing to them is still an old school thing. I write letters to them and I dispatch them through my email now. So I'm that kind of person. Yeah, I do that.
Okay. In what ways do you use social media to communicate?
I could not understand the question quite well, sir.
Okay. In what ways do you use social media to communicate?
Well, I express myself through social media. For example, when I'm into some trip or something, I like people to see that. I'm a vlogger myself, I would like to count my YouTube into that too. As well as when it comes to some regular stories of my WhatsApp, my Insta, or my Canva, so I go with that too. I use them in different modes, in different way, and I let the people get enlightened with the society, what is happening around me. I do that.
Okay. Do you ever write letters?
Well, back in 1990s, if this question could have been asked, I could have said yes to it. But now in 2020 or 2022, such kind of old school thoughts are almost vanished. But still, I do write letters because I'm a teacher myself, so I have to write letters to the rector or someone to get my leave approved or something. I do that, but not quite often.
Okay. Okay, moving on to the part two. Here's a cue card for you.
Thank you.
And you have 1 minute to think about this topic.
Right. All right, sir. Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Can I start?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I got an opportunity to talk about an interesting convo I had with one of my friends, I would say. The setting of this conversation is staff room. Basically, we were in the university and over there we had a debate, and that eventually turned to be a conversation later. Initially, basically, we were talking about which political party is more active or more good. Okay, there are two ruling parties nowadays. One is in the opposition and a strong position, as well as the first party who's ruling over here. So that was even better. How did it start? Basically, we were going for a breakfast, and over there we found a longitudinal analysis of the rates. Okay, back in 2020 we had a breakfast of ₹200, and in 2022 we had a breakfast of almost 700 rupees. So there is a drastic change in the price control. So from there it started basically that we said that in the past the government is good, and one was of the view that no, this government is more good, let's not compare it with the price, because even the gold price, the land price has also accelerated. So let's not compare it in that way. There are some other things too. So from there the conversation basically started, and then it ended on the debate later. What happened exactly? One school of thought was saying that this present government is good. The other one was saying it is not good. And both of them were of the view that if you just compare and contrast the prices of both the times, so you will get to know that how better the previous government was than this government. And there was one more friend of ours who started comparing the previous government with the more previous government. So there they get to know that even the previous one, even that was more worse than the most previous one. So from there we ended up in paying the bill, and we got no clues about which government is better, because a debate is a debate. And then in the end we said the conversation that was that no matters which sort of government is that, whenever there is power it corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely, and we got ended in that way.
Okay, my next question is, what age group do you think has the best communication skills?
Well, I would say the age of puberty is the best age. For example, 13, 14 for ladies and 16, 17 for gents. They are the people who have their language acquisition device to its most mechanism, which Allah Almighty has installed in the human bodies. So I would say once they are getting to the age of puberty, they are to the best communicator they are. And then after that, if you talk about some mature communicators, they are onto the age of 35 or 40.
In your opinion, has technology improved the way we communicate with each other?
Well, it has improved drastically. It has improved beyond our imagination. For example, if this question could have been asked back in 1890, and I was given a chance to come back to the world, I could have died again because of seeing that how people are communicating. With one small device they are putting onto the ear and talking to someone. In our time, for example, if I was in 1890, I used to write a letter which used to reach that person when the person used to get expired. Even I was writing the letter to just know how good or how bad is he. So that is the unbridgeable gap which is being bridged by such communicative devices as well as services. So yes, it has improved a lot.
Okay. Do you think we have lost any communication skill because of technology?
I would say we have lost that communication circle we once had. For example, going with friends out. Now we have a kind of social media gathering. For example, a WhatsApp video call help. You are into your own houses. Such kind of activities, such social togetherness is somehow missing. Other than that, I don't think it has done that effect.
Okay. How popular is letter writing in your culture today?
Well, today, if you talk about electronic mails, these are more into the culture. Letter writing is still there, but it is to express your feelings sometimes. For example, in my school time, we used to write love letters. Now we have emoticons, emojis. Sending one emoji tells the whole story. It was not the case in the past, so it is not that much into it now.
Okay. Do you think it is still important for children to learn handwriting? Why? Why not?
Well, calligraphy, I would say yes. We shall learn it because it is the aura of a primary age. And for example, if I could not improve my language style, I won't be able to improve it later in the part. It is a tough part. So we shall learn it, but to a certain age group. Even the expert says the one who has poor handwriting has good thinking skills. So such kind of arguments are there in the society.
Okay. How do you think people will communicate in 20 years' time?
Well, I would think that people won't communicate in that way. Basically, communication is someone is saying something, the other one is understanding it and referring back. But they won't be using some literally communicative tools. I guess there would be some installations, for example, one chip here, one chip there, and they have talked to each other. 500 minutes talk is being done in 5 seconds. For example, now a WhatsApp thing, you see previously we had to listen to all 10 minutes audio. Now it says into 1, into 1.5, into 2, the person is gone. So something like chip installation, I think, would be happening.
Okay, fine.
That is the end.
That is the end.
Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for your time as well. Now, let's give the feedback to the one and the second, and I would like to take the feedback. You made me sweating, you know. Hasham, how did it go to yourself? What happened to you while you were giving the interview? Were you confused?
Yes, sir.
Why? They are your friends, right? Aren't they? Noman, you know his friend? I think this is the trend. Okay, Karaman, I would like you to give the feedback on Hasham first.
Sir, overall he has lots of ideas about that, but he didn't express his feelings about that. And
Sometimes we love people and then we don't express. They get married. Make sure that you express the right time. This is very important. Right, okay. Yes, Amir, your comments.
Yes, sir. He tried very well,
Okay.
but answer was very short. He could not understand the question. Grammatical mistakes are a lot. And in second part, he mostly used present tense.
Oh yeah.
That's the main thing, and lack of idea. Overall, he tried very well, and I hope he will be best in his exam tomorrow.
Inshallah. Okay. Yes. Abi.
So overall, he trying very well, and he spoke. He trying to speak very well, but
He tried to.
he trying to do.
Tried to. It's in the past now.
And he some negative point in his speaking, like some pauses and short answer and some to the point, or these answers are not to the point. So he should need to get some ideas from some books reading and something. And he also in part 2 he speak in the part 2 he just speak about friends and the question about the stranger. So this is the mistake. He need to focus on part 2.
Right. Very good, Shabash. Yes, Usman.
Actually, they both were telling the bold mistakes of Mr. Islam. So I have like 2 mistakes for you for part 3. You did not like know the proper question, what was the question, and you also give him a small answer.
Right.
Like
Usman, would it be a good thing that a person who has lost, cameraman, hello, hi.
Yes.
Do you think it would be a good move that a person who lost his interest in part 1 and shall carry that muddle or confusion to part 2 too? देखें किसी का फर्स्ट पार्ट नहीं अच्छा हुआ और अब आप कहते हो यार फर्स्ट नहीं अच्छा हुआ तो चलो बस खत्म हो गई बात और आपको वो नजर आ रहा है कि मेरे 40,000 रुपए भी डूब रहे हैं, पानी में जा रहे हैं. Would it be a good part? या आपको वो फर्स्ट को साइड पे करके सेकंड और थर्ड पे अपना मैक्सिमम देना चाहिए?
Exactly. Yes.
So this thing has happened with you. Initially you could not perform well, you know, and then it told upon your other part 2 and part 3. We found you aggressive, kursi pe mukke maar rahe ho or something. This won't help a lot. If part 1, even one question did not go well, that doesn't matter. Try mustering up your courage and go with the part 2 even more better. And don't think that first is gone now. And it has nothing to do with part 2. Part 2 has something to do with part 3, but that doesn't mean कि आप अगर part 2 अच्छा नहीं हुआ तो बस दुनिया खत्म हो जाएगी. Don't do that. Walaikum assalam. So you understand that, okay? Right. When it comes to me, I found quite less to say on you. I found you confused throughout. So which told upon your overall result. You were not getting the questions, you see, and even you were not asking the person to repeat the question than listening. I don't know what kind of gestures were you giving him. Here, dobara bolo, do it again, I don't know. But you were not using even the language. Throughout, you are showcasing your linguistic abilities. So make sure that you do it. You will have to perform well. Otherwise, the other 3 will be also gone. So make sure that you do it, remember. Those 3 are gone now, let it go. And now this one, okay. Would you like to comment on my speaking, please?
No.
No comments? Really, examiner? You have your observations, I know.
Actually, he took more like a one mistake. I think.
But no, I'm happy if he has got one. What's the mistake?
In part 2, you just told about the group of the stranger.
Right.
And this is only one person stranger.
Okay. So that is the problem?
Yeah. There's only one stranger, and you told about the group of the stranger.
You didn't tell us about
I told them they were
what kind of person
Yeah,
he
I told
is.
them they were lecturers over there.
Yes,
So you
yes,
told
yeah.
about the group of the people, and this is only a stranger, one person.
So what shall I do now? Shall I hang till death? No, the thing is, adding S is never a problem in that. Initially I said that I had a conversation with one of my friends over there. Then there were more people who were coming in. Doesn't matter, but I'm happy that you pointed it out.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir.
Is convoy is a good word to speak?
It is semi-formal word. The word should not be informal. So semi-formals are supposed to be given into speaking part. I found no other word to replace it, so I said convo. I just put it short. Yes, very good. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much for your time, guys. That was a kind of comparison, not to make it, but to just let him know that how he was supposed to answer. Thank you very much for your time. God bless Pakistan. Bye bye.